Welcome to the Independence Bowl here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport will play host for first round action of the Central region for the First 32, a 32-team college football playoff. Your combatants is number 3 seed South Carolina Gamecocks versus the number 16 Virginia Tech Hokies. It ought to be an interesting one, as it will basically put the best Virginia Tech has to offer, their offensive line, versus the best talent in the nation. Bookends, defensive ends, Kirk Massey and Kyle Ward. If you get by those guys, then you have bookend outside linebackers equally as deadly, Matt Greco and Chester Cade. It's going to be an interesting one when Virginia Tech is on offense. Let's find out if it's going to be entertaining as well. Down to the field. All right, South Carolina will have the ball first. Robert Jackson leads his team out onto the field. They start off 1st and 10 from their own 22. Handoff is going to be to Hopkins. Hopkins stiff arms a man and gets down to the 31-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and inches. Hopkins is a man who has great talent, and many people thought he would run away with the rushing title. He barely, well, he didn't even get 1,000 yards, 980. So it was a disappointing season for him, but he's hoping that the season ends with a championship. All right, we're down to 3rd and 1. Jackson in the shotgun. He's been known to take off at a moment's notice. Drops back, he delivers, and it is dropped by Kimbrough. That is a drop not expected from the man. Kimbrough has caught a lot of passes throughout the season and has been fairly clutch. Good punt. Ostrander takes it at the 34. He breaks one tackle and gets down to the 43-yard line, where Virginia Tech will now take the field. Jonathan Rodriguez leads out a team that basically is average, with the exception of that front line, and that front line is going to need to play exceptional against this defense. Rodriguez play action pass and throws it way out of bounds. Maybe a little butterflies going up against this Carolina front. Kyle Ward is at the bottom of the screen. He's got 12 sacks on the day, and they're going to hand it off and gut them right up the middle for a 12-yard carry. Sergio Johnson picks up a first down for the Virginia Tech Hokies. And if you're going to run it, that's where you run it. Try to get to the sides. You got to contend with the defensive ends, and then you got to contend with the linebackers. And there's a pass that's broken up by Chester Cade. Part of their dynamic outside linebacker package. So here we go. Jonathan Rodriguez calling an audible, sending a man in motion. Quick throw. And he is going to get down inside the 30 on a first down. That's Tony Rogers. So Virginia Tech moving the ball, getting the ball out quickly, it seems to be working for him and needs to work for him. If Rodriguez spends any time in the pocket, he's going to be in trouble, and he's just going to run this time. And that's going to be Chester Cade that brings him down after a 3-yard carry. 2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line of South Carolina. Virginia Tech driving. This drive started on their own 34. Rodriguez drops back. He's being pressured, flushed out, and he is going to be sacked by the safety, Lionel Roberts. South Carolina doesn't really need to blitz, but when they do, they can really cause havoc. 3rd and 10. It's going to be hard to get the ball out quick, but he's going to have to try to do it. Rodriguez drops back. He's looking, and there is Kyle Ward, boys and girls. It didn't take long for the man to get sack number 13 and show the nation here in this playoff that South Carolina defensive ends. It actually was Massey piling on afterwards. Oh, boy. Rodriguez is in for a day as Virginia Tech has to punt, being knocked out of field goal range. And the punt, of course, will sail into the end zone. So it will be South Carolina ball on the 20-yard line. Jackson will get another shot to try to put up the first points on the board. Jackson hands off on a delay to Hopkins. Hopkins breaks one tackle, and he's going to be down around the 28. Good 8-yard carry by Hopkins. Nice and solid. Everybody's excited when this man gets the ball because he can easily average 7 to 8 yards a carry during the game. And that was going to be an option play. Did not work out the way they wanted to. Jackson probably should have handed it to Hopkins. He would have beaten the defensive end to the edge. Instead, the play is blown up in the backfield. 3rd and 3. Can South Carolina convert on this 3rd down? Jackson drops back. He looks, he throws it, and the ball is complete to Glenn Lloyd. So they convert on the 3rd down. Keep the drive moving. Out to the 37. This time Jackson under center. Hand off to Hopkins. Hopkins finds a crease, and he's down to the 50-yard line on a nice 13-yard carry. Hopkins did not have a very good season, but he's off to a good start here in the playoffs. Little quarterback read. Jackson's going to keep it and run back into the middle where everybody was and only get a 1-yard carry. That looked like more promising than what it was. You're staring at 2nd and 9. Jackson and Hopkins in the backfield together. Looks like a screen. Hopkins is going to be stopped. That screen was absolutely read out by Virginia Tech and stopped in the backfield, forcing a 3rd and 13. Jackson and Hopkins in the backfield. Pro set. No, sorry, not a pro set. Hopkins throws deep. That's Kimbrough. He's got it down inside the 10-yard line. Down the sidelines, a 44-yard completion has him set up 1st and goal from the 9. Jackson gets his men to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be handoff to Hopkins. Hopkins up the middle, takes it inside the 5. Good little run there. Oh, Hopkins is shaken up. It has happened a lot during the season. Travis Brown has filled in nicely when it does. I think that's the reason why he's had a bad start of this quick little fullback dive down to the 1-yard line. As I was saying, Hopkins has been being hurt a lot this season. I think that's why he's had a disappointing season for him. Most running backs would kill to have 980 yards, but he should have gotten over 1,000. Another quick little fullback dive, and that one's just going to be easy. Thad Washington, folks. You've got Hopkins, probably one of the best talents in the college football this year at running back. You have Travis Brown, a very good backup. Not many carries to go around, but the first person to score for South Carolina is a fullback, Thad Washington. Looks like Hopkins got back spasms and will return. Here's the kickoff, taken at the 2. Up the center, nothing there. Gets out to about the 22, 23-yard line. So here we go, Virginia Tech. Second drive of the game. They're down 7-0. They drove a little bit, but of course the defense. Oh my! Parrish. Now Parrish, you got all this fanfare about the 2 defensive ends and outside linebackers. It was actually Parrish in the first game of the season against Oklahoma, which helped turn the tide, in which South Carolina was down 27-7, and helped them come back for a 38-35 win. That'll be a Virginia Tech first down. And Virginia Tech is at their own 35-yard line. Rodriguez in the shotgun with Sergio. Fake handoff. Rodriguez throws down the sidelines, and once again, way off the mark. And Rodriguez, 1 for 5 so far on the day. The first 2 drives, he is not looking good. Rodriguez drops back, throws. He gets hit while throwing. That's going to be short of the first down, but that's okay. It'll be 3rd and 6. Good 4-yard completion. Once again, Virginia Tech looking to just short throws. Just get the ball out. No sacks. Line holds up. Another short throw, but this one's going to be too short. Only a 5-yard completion to Greg Leonard. And he's going to force Virginia Tech to punt. The punt is going to go to Travis Brown. Travis Brown's going to get it at his 14-yard line and just run straight into a defender. And now South Carolina will start their 3rd drive here on 23. Basically, all their drives have started from the 25, the 20, and the 23. So they seem comfortable with the situation. Picks up a blitz, and that's Kimbrough. Pass the first down. And that's going to give him a first down at the 34-yard line. Jackson gets his people up to the line of scrimmage. Kimbrough up top. Lloyd at the bottom. Jackson's going to hand off. No, it's a read. Jackson's going to keep it himself. Stiff arms. 1, 2, and finally gets brought down in a big mess after a 9-yard carry. That was a good run by Jackson. Jackson takes a snap. He drops back. He looks, fires, and that's going to be Glenn Lloyd on an 11-yard reception. First down now in Virginia Tech territory again. Looks like Hopkins is back in the game. Jackson shotgun, Kimbrough up top. Going to hand it to Hopkins. Hopkins going to find a little bit of a seam and only get 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Right back to that hurry up. Regular 4 wide receiver shotgun set. Once again, Kimbrough up at top, Lloyd at the bottom. Fake screen pass, and Jackson's just going to run straight at the linebacker and bowled him over for the first down. One of the big criticisms that Jackson has had throughout the season is the fact that he will take off and run regardless if somebody's open. Quick little screen there to Kimbrough, and he's going to be hit right there. But that's been his criticism. He has not stayed and let plays develop and has just run. Now, if he picks up the first down, that's fine. But it takes away your quick strike capability. And he's already set in the pocket and hit Kimbrough for a long one. So that may not be what's going to be happening today. Jackson drops back, and he just runs again and will get nowhere. So we are starting to see the problem of Jackson. He had plenty of time, decided anyways to break the pocket, and there were 2 Virginia Tech players waiting for him as he stepped up and tried to run for it. Jackson has put his team in a 3rd and 14, will actually be under center. Expect something short here. Jackson drops back. He throws, and this one's nowhere near receiver Glenn Lloyd. That will force a punt. More than likely, this is going into the end zone, unfortunately. That had been 4th and closer. I just said go for it. And this punt is going to... Oh, it takes a good bounce, but just barely gets across to the goal line. As you can see right now, South Carolina has got their offense working. Virginia Tech is yet to hit their stride. If Rodriguez can start throwing it inside the field of play, that might help. Quick handoff to Sergio, and Sergio gets down 6 yards before getting pulled down. They're trying quick passes and running up the gut to take the edges away from South Carolina. You try to go to the edges, you're going to pay for it. Here's a read. There's nobody out there at all to get Rodriguez. Rodriguez down to the 44-yard line. The edge got sucked in. The great edge that you don't want to attack got sucked in and allowed for a very nice game by Rodriguez. Another quarterback read. This time Sergio keeps it for a 9-yard carry. It is going to be 2nd and 1 from South Carolina's 48 when we come back for the second quarter play. So far, we have seen a very good start by South Carolina. Getting some pressure, good offense. Virginia Tech they've shown some things. They've definitely shown some things, but they don't look like they're on stride just yet. Especially with Rodriguez throwing the ball out of bounds. That's a good play fake right there. Hits his fullback. And that's going to be down to the Carolina 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for Rodriguez and crew. Rodriguez hands the ball off to Sergio. Sergio gets brought down by Parrish after about 2 yards. They did attack that edge. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. I'd rather try to take it right up the gut. Rodriguez drops back. He's got to get rid of it quick with people. Oh, 2, 3. He actually broke Ward's tackle in the backfield, broke another, and then another, and finally was brought down 6 yards later to set up a 3rd and 4. You need these short 3rd down. That way you can get the ball quickly out of Rodriguez's hands, and it's another nice quick pass. Diving catch by the fullback Ostran. You've got to be kidding me. Beautiful catch. Maybe Ostran actually lining up in the slot, so I guess he's not a fullback. Sorry. Oh, Rodriguez is going to take off, and he's going to slide. Smart move. Smart move. Just take off, get 2 yards, and get down. Rodriguez sets up in the pistol. Looks like Sergio's a little bit tired. They're going to actually hand it to Sergio, and he is going to be met by Massey in the backfield. No way. Look at that behemoth, folks. That is a guy you do not want to have to meet up with. You can't outrun him. You can't run over him. The only thing you can do is lie there and hope to God he doesn't knock you out. Rodriguez drops back, throws, short little pass, gets down inside the 20-yard line, sets up a 4th and 6. The field goal unit should come out. These quick passes, you know, it's what you have to do against this defense. You cannot sit in the pocket for too long. You got to get out these quick passes. And there's the kick. It's up and it's good. Virginia Tech cuts the lead to 7-3. Virginia Tech to kick off. Travis Brown to receive the kickoff. He's going to be on his own 9-yard line. Going to take it up the hash mark and get stuffed at the 28. A little bit better field position this time, folks. South Carolina has been accustomed to starting somewhere around their 20. Now they're almost at the 30-yard line. Here we go. Jackson in the shotgun. He's going to hand off on the delay to Hopkins, and Hopkins is going to do his best to not only get past the line of scrimmage, but also pick up 3 yards. That play looked really, really bad from the start, but Hopkins got something out of it. Jackson dropping back. He throws once again to Hopkins, and Hopkins, 3-yard gain. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, I guess, is what's going on here. Look for Jackson just to take off and run with this one. Jackson's going to drop back. He's going to look, and he throws the ball. Very nice throw to Glenn Lloyd. Good short pass. Good route run. Good pass. Picking up a 1st down, and it's going to be South Carolina ball on their own 42-yard line. Jackson drops back. Another delay to Hopkins, and that's going to go nowhere. These defensive ends are getting in on these delays, and it just isn't helping. Just take advantage of Hopkins' speed. Forget the delay. Like this, pistol formation be beautiful. Just to hand the ball off to Hopkins. There you go. Hopkins got a little bit of crease, knocks one man over, and picks up a good 4 yards, setting up a 3rd and 7. So 3rd and long for Jackson, as he's going to be in the shotgun. Kimbrough is up top. Watch for Kimbrough on a nice little route. He's going to throw down. It's just going to be a check down. That's Willis Moore, a 6'7" sophomore tight end. A big boy. However, that is going to force a punt. 4th and 5 for South Carolina. They're going to punt the ball. And it's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. Upfield, around the 27. So a good return. So here with 4:11 left to go in the second quarter, Virginia Tech has a chance to get down and take the lead. Rodrigo sends a man in motion, and that's going to be a handoff to Sergio. Sergio, 1, 2 defenders, 3, but finally the gang tackling catches up to him, and they get him down after 6 yards. Rodriguez back to the line of scrimmage. Another handoff. Oh, another handoff to Sergio, but he is met in the backfield by Matt Greco, one of those outside linebackers we were talking about. So they're met with 3rd and 5. This is going to be interesting. Needs to be a short pass to get it out of his hand. Takes a little time. Throws. Oh my! Throws while stepping back, and does not put enough power on it to get it out to his receivers. It was almost picked off. They will settle for an incompletion. That way they can punt the ball away to Travis Brown. Good punt. Travis Brown takes it up to about the 37. So far, really no real returns besides just 7 to 10 yards and blah. No excitement on the special teams. I'm sure the coaches don't mind that at all right now. They've got enough blood pressure problems to worry about with this game. Fake handoff to Hopkins. A little throw over the middle, and that's going to be Cliff Green for a first down. And he's going to be in Virginia Tech territory, just barely. 1st and 10 from the Virginia Tech 49.5, we'll say. Jackson sends the big man in motion, drops back, throws, hits the big man. That's Willis Moore for a 2nd reception on the day. He doesn't do much as far as receptions, but he can definitely block, and he's a big target if you need a short pass. Lloyd is actually at the top of the screen. Kimbrough at the bottom. Now Jackson's going to take off. Jackson's at 35. The 30 shucks one defender, but does get stuffed at the Virginia Tech 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for Jackson, South Carolina. Sometimes when he takes off, he does make plays. I'll give him that. That's a handoff to Hopkins. Hopkins, the hole is filled. Hopkins tries to make up something on his own. Cuts it down to the bottom of the screen and gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for South Carolina. 2:39 left to go in the half. South Carolina up 7-3. There's a pass by Jackson. It is incomplete. And it's going to start a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 27-yard line. Jackson in the shotgun. He's going to drop back looking to throw. He's going to throw out and just throws it away, looking in the direction of Green, but I think that basically was a throwaway. That'll bring out the kicking team to try to put the lead back to 7. So it's a 44-yarder by Brandon Brown. The kick is up. It's got enough legs right down the middle. South Carolina lead goes back to 7 as it's South Carolina 10, Virginia Tech 3. Here's a kick taken inside our own end zone, and once again we get up to around the 22, 21-yard line. Rodriguez takes the field with Virginia Tech down by 7, 2:22 left to go in the half. See if they can do anything. Little delayed handoff to Sergio, and Massey crushes him in the backfield. Those delayed handoffs on both sides are not working because the defensive ends are just being way too quick and getting in the backfield. Rodriguez drops back, got time, got his man. Down near the numbers at the 37-yard line, Virginia Tech. First down. And as always, they're going no huddle. Rodriguez gets a snap, handoff to Sergio. Sergio breaks Parrish's tackle and is down after a 7-yard run, 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 for Virginia Tech. Starting to move the ball very nicely. Rodriguez drops back, got some pressure. He's going to run anyways. He's going to run, and he's going to be met by Parrish, but not after he gets into South Carolina territory and picks up the first down. 1st and 10, South Carolina territory at about their 49.5. Seems to be common right now. Looks like a little bit of a blitz. It's picked up. Oh, and Rodriguez goes to run around Kyle Ward, and it just is not happening. Kyle Ward sets his school season record for sacks at 14. Thanks to that sack, he's going to have more the deeper South Carolina goes in this playoff. Rodriguez in the backfield. It takes a snap. He looks, he throws downfield and hits Tony Rogers on the sidelines for a nice 14-yard completion. That'll set up a doable 3rd and 2. That is incomplete. That is going to be one rough conversion. Rodriguez in the backfield. He's going to delay handoff. Oh, very nice big hole. And that's Sergio inside the 30-yard line. 1:09 left to go in the half. Beautiful play. Caught South Carolina completely off guard. And that's going to be a throw. That is a very good throw. There was no way he was getting that screen off. Looked like that's what they were trying to set up. He just gunned it down the sidelines out of bounds. That was a beautiful, smart play by a senior quarterback. Rodriguez drops back. He looks. He's got time. He's got too much time, not thinking, and eventually one of those defensive ends will get to him, and that was Kirk Massey this time. So the 2 South Carolina defensive ends have racked up a combined 3 sacks so far today. It is Virginia Tech having to convert a 3rd and 12 from the 29-yard line. Here comes the pressure. He throws. Beautiful catch right in front of Parrish. And that will be a 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line. Rodriguez in the shotgun. Time ticking down. Got 53 seconds. Got a lot of people in his face. He throws for the end zone, but the catch is made outside the end zone, and Justin Stark cannot turn around and actually get inside the end zone. Rodriguez lines up. Clock ticking. 33 seconds. Rodriguez throws in the back of the end zone, and he drops it. He dropped the ball. You had tie ball game written all over the ball that was thrown by Rodriguez, and in the back of the end zone, the tight end just could not hang on to the ball. Tight end in motion, the man who dropped the ball. Hand off to Sergio, and Sergio just barely gets in to the end zone. Beautiful run. South Carolina did what they needed to do. They converged on the ball, but just got there a little too late. And so here we go. First round, first 32 action. First round, first 32 tournament action. And we are tied at 10 apiece. With 28 seconds left, Virginia Tech going to kick it deep. Travis Brown taking about his own 5. He gets up to the 30, the 35, and there was a crease there. And that almost turned into what we've been looking for. Some kind of amazing play on special teams. As is, Jackson will take over at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. I don't know what you're thinking here. I don't know if you're thinking about going deep or just taking it into halftime. Virginia Tech will get the ball to start off the 2nd half. That's a quick kick down. That's Travis Brown. He'll be out of bounds with 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 8. I don't like the kick down pass. You either go for it or you run the ball and get to halftime. And that's another short pass. It's going to be 3rd and inches from the 48. I I will definitely go on the record. I don't like it. You risk interceptions. I would rather take shots down deep. If you truly are going to go for this, take shots down deep. Kimbrough is lined up wide on top of the screen, and the throw is actually going for Lloyd, who was in a crossing pattern at the bottom, and he completely whiffed on it. So they will punt the ball away to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, they'll be getting the ball to start the second half, so that they will probably just run one play and go on to half. Oh, taken at the 10, broken tackle up at around the 22-yard line. Rodriguez lines up in a shotgun. I'm really hoping they just hand the ball here off to Sergio, and they will. Whoa, beautiful hole up past the 40-yard line. And Virginia Tech's going to take a timeout. I don't know if he can throw the ball into the end zone or not from here, but that was unexpected. An 18-yard gut. A little bit unexpected. He's going to try to throw the ball deep, and there is Ward for his 15th sack on the season. 3rd sack of the day. And you just cannot hold on to the ball. Those long pass plays that are hard, that just take a long time to develop, is not going to work with these two defensive ends. So at halftime, we've had a great first half. It can't be any closer. It is tied at 10. And we have definitely seen the power of South Carolina's beautiful defensive ends. Absolutely. All-Americans, Hall of Famers, whatever you want to call them, they will be playing on Sunday next year. I can guarantee that. Both of them. Now, what has not been said yet, though, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the number 2 seed Oklahoma, number 7 seed Indiana. If South Carolina and Oklahoma both win, they actually will play a rematch from the first game of the season, which saw South Carolina down 27-7 going into the second half, and just somehow managed with a touchdown late in the third quarter and then a fumble recovery. Parrish picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown to cut it to within 27-21. And that was it. That was it. South Carolina then went on to win 38-35. But enough about that game. Let's get back to this game. Virginia Tech will get the ball. Fielded inside his end zone. He's going to take it out. Make it across the 20, up to the 28. There was a little bit of crease there. And as we watch, Ward basically manhandle the front line of the Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, and this is the thing that cannot be stressed enough. Virginia Tech has a very good offensive line. It's not the fact that they have a bad offensive line. It is the fact that these South Carolina defensive ends are just that good. Rodriguez in the shotgun. Fake handoff to Sergio. He's got to get it out of his hands. He does get it out of his hands. A nice short completion. 4-yard completion. 2nd and 6. Those short passes, I tell you what, not only do they avoid a sack, but they get positive yards, and that gives you a chance to pick up first downs. Rodriguez, fake handoff to Sergio. He throws another short pass, about the same thing. This time picks up 3 yards, giving him a manageable 3rd and 3 from their own 35-yard line. Rodriguez and Sergio in the backfield. Here's the snap. Oh, it's going to be an option play, and it's going to be red. That's Parrish who got the pitch man. I don't know who. I think it was Greco who got Rodriguez. Add that to a list of things I wouldn't run against this South Carolina defense is an option play. Here's the punt. Travis Brown has it at the 30-yard line and will bring it up to about the 44-yard line. So good old Robert Jackson coming back onto the field. This is a team tied 10 apiece. He's got very good field position. His best field position South Carolina has started with all day. And Jackson's going to take off. He's not going to let things develop, but he's going to get down to the 42-yard line after a very nice 18-yard run. Sets up a first down in Virginia Tech territory at their own 41-yard line. Pistol formation for Jackson. This is where you want to hand it to Hopkins, but they're going to drop back and throw anyways, and that's Kimbrough down to the 36-yard line. Good little short 6-yard throw. Jackson has done a great job mixing up the passes and the runs. You can't say anything about it. His management and his decisions right now, they have been right on the money. Jackson drops back. He's going to run the ball this time. This time a spy was sitting there waiting for him, but he was able to pick up some yardage, leaving South Carolina with a short 3rd and 1. And with one of the best talents you have at running back, you got to assume it's going to be a run, but it's going to be a pass. Oh, man. Quick pass out to Green, nowhere near him, and it's going to be 4th and 1, and South Carolina's going to go for it. Actually, I formation for South Carolina. This time they're just going to hand it to Hopkins, and Hopkins is going to, no doubt about it, pick up the first down. I don't know if they were trying to fool him on 3rd and 1 and hit one for a long one or what, but this time, no fooling around. Just give it to Hopkins. He picks up 4 yards on the first down. Jackson drops back. There's a blitz on, and he's going to be taken down. It looked like they sent about 7 guys on the blitz, and 2 of them got to meet for T in the backfield. Nothing really Jackson could do unless he was just going to be chucking it out the end zone. I don't know where he could have put that ball. Pistol formation. Jackson and Hopkins in the backfield. Jackson drops back again, throws, and there's the big guy, Willis Moore. 6'7", beautiful target. If you're in trouble, just throw it somewhere around the big 6'7" frame. However, now it's 3rd and 9. They're going to need to pick this up. Kimbrough is at the top of the screen. Lloyd is at the bottom of the screen. Who's he looking for? He's going to look for Green this time for a short little check down pass, which will not get him the first down. 4th and 7. Is this going to bring out Brown? It will. Brandon Brown, 42-yarder for the lead. It's up, and it is good. 13-10. South Carolina takes the lead with 4:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff taken back in the end zone this time. He's just going to kneel on it. Go through all that effort and have a chance to fumble just to get around the 25. You might as well just kneel on the ball and get a 25-yard line. No questions asked. Rodriguez takes over. They have moved the ball. They didn't move the ball in their first drive the second half. Rodriguez throws. Very nice throw. Breaks one tackle down across the 45-yard line to the 47-yard line. Very nice throw. They got good protection, which allowed a deep out to actually open up. Fake handoff to Sergio. Rodriguez looks. He throws. Gets down to the 43-yard line. I don't know if that's Rodriguez anymore in the game. I'm sorry. That's Brent Anderson. He looks like he's been in the game for a while. Shows you how observant your commentator is. And there, very nice play. Guts the South Carolina defense for about 7 yards. Sergio, who definitely is in the game, I can see that, gets him down to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Brant Anderson calling shots. Who knows what happened to Rodriguez. Oh, as Parrish beats Sergio in the hole. Parrish filled the gap beautifully. As it wasn't for him, Sergio was running for a long time. Anderson drops back. He throws. He's got a nice short connection. Very good pass play. And that is going to be a Virginia Tech first down. Mike Bell making his 3rd reception of the day. And gives Virginia Tech a first down at the South Carolina 22. Looking to tie the game or take the lead with a touchdown. Brent Anderson Changing the play a little bit. He's going to throw another short pass right there to Justin Sparks. Sparks dives. Beautiful catch, but going to be just shy of the first down. 2nd and inches, not really that big of a deal. Once again, I remind you, you're going to run on these guys. You run up the middle. 2 men in the backfield, and Brandon Anderson's going to throw again. Beautiful pass. I think that's Bell. That's down to, no, it's Brandon Washington, down to the 1 yard line. That's Brandon's first catch of the day. And it's a big catch because now it's 1st and goal, only about a foot away. And you got to think you just got to hand this ball and go right up the middle, but not going to happen. And there he is. Oh, he dropped it. Brandon Washington, after making a beautiful catch, drops the ball in the end zone. That's 2 drop balls that they've had in the end zone so far today. Diamond formation right up the middle. Just what I was telling you to do. And Greco said no. I've heard you speaking in the booth, and I don't think you can run to the outside, and you're definitely not running to the inside. I will keep outside contained and then fill in the inside if I have to. Brent Anderson, and he's going to hand off, and this time Sergio's going to get in. There was nothing Greco could do. He was lined up wide trying to cover the slot. And there was nothing he can do. Touchdown gives Virginia Tech the lead. 17-13. With 2:57 left to go in the third. South Carolina might be getting a little tight. There's the kick. Travis Brown out to the 30-yard line. Will be up to the 32-yard line. So as Jackson takes the field, got to be a little nervous right now. This team's got the best defense in the land. And it is on his shoulders. If they lose, it's going to be all on him. And that he's going down. Sack for 5-yard loss. I think he's getting a little jittery. Once again, just looking to run and not let the play develop. He had an open man. Looked like Green was wide open. And his criticisms are unfortunately holding true right now, as he cost himself a wide open man who would have had the first down easy and may have been running for a while. Kimbrough at the bottom of the screen actually beat his man. Jackson didn't see it. Jackson's going to take off again, and he is going to get down to about the 39-yard line. He's going to set up a 3rd and 4. Jackson's got to start staying in the pocket and delivering a pass like a quarterback. He's way too nervous right now. Lloyd at the top of the screen gets by his man. They're going to set up a screen instead, and that's going to be sniffed out. Nobody out to block for Hopkins, and that's going nowhere. And you now have a 4th and 6 in South Carolina with 2 minutes left to go in the third. Have got to punt the ball to Virginia Tech. Can you smell the upset, folks? This would be a pretty big upset. Here's the punt, taken at the 19-yard line. He's going to get up to the 30-yard line, just barreling straight ahead, seeing what he can do. Ostrander, whatever he is, tight end, fullback, wide receiver, not quite sure just yet, but he's there. Many times so far, South Carolina has won by a defensive play that turned the game around. Will this be another one? Set up a screen. That's Sergio. Sergio breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackle, 3 tackle, down past the first down marker at the 41-yard line. Sergio is playing like a man with a mission. Definitely got to get the Hart Trophy to him. He is playing all hard. There it is. Sergio up the middle, and he's going to be down inside the 37-yard line, and he cannot be brought down. 18 carries, 117 yards, over 6 yards per carry. The man is putting Virginia Tech on his back and going for it. Now, Brent Anderson to throw, and he's going to have the same problem Rodriguez had, and he's looking more towards hitting the sidelines than he actually is a receiver. 2nd and 10 on the 37-yard line. Virginia Tech up 17-13, trying to extend the lead. Brent Anderson drops back. He's going to try to run, but Greco is going to meet him before he can break the pocket. Matt Greco's first sack. So Greco's gotten in on the sack party. Massey's gotten in on the sack party. Ward's gotten in on the sack party. But yet they're still down by 4, only giving up 17 points to Virginia Tech. But their offense just cannot get it done. Third and extremely long pressure there, and he threw the ball. Might have caused him to be a little inaccurate on the throw, as there was a guy in his face when he tried to deliver that ball. Here's the punt. I don't know if Travis Brown's going to get a chance. He's not. And it's going to be out of the end zone. So once again, Robert Jackson takes the field. I'm telling you, the pressure right now on Jackson is immense. On the defensive side of the ball, you know they aren't going to lose the game for you. It's all going to happen here on the offense. Jackson takes a snap, fake handoff to Hopkins, little throw to Willis, and he will be down for no gain. This game is very similar to their game they played in Athens. Georgia held them to just 16 points as South Carolina had 2 chances late in the fourth quarter to drive, including a drive that started on Georgia's own 44-yard line with 1:30 left to go, and Jackson couldn't do anything about it. They wound up losing it 20-18. Jackson going to set up a screen, throw to Hopkins. This time the screen was set up. Break one tackle. The screen was set up. Beautiful play by defensive back coming up and stopping it. Hopkins did hold him off, but the defensive back held him up long enough for the lineman to catch him from behind. At the end of 3, Virginia Tech 17, South Carolina 13. And the number 3 seed in the Central is under fire right now. They're going to punt the ball to start off the fourth quarter, which will give Virginia Tech a chance to add on to this lead. Taking out his own 38, and he's actually going to get it into South Carolina territory at the 49-yard line. So Virginia Tech up 17-13 and has the ball in South Carolina territory. South Carolina defense is got to step up. Nice short throw. Justin Sparks, 4 yards. And this has been their MO the whole time. They have done what they've needed to do. Run it up the middle. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. This is all the things that you have to do against this defense. Had his man wide open and overthrew him there. Brent Anderson in relief for Rodriguez, who went down, and this commentator never even noticed. Trips left, tight end to the right. Anderson throws it right over a defender. Justin Sparks will catch an 18-yard pass and give Virginia Tech first down at the 28-yard line. That was a big play right there. For a second, it almost was going to be a 3-and-out. Looking at Jordan Sparks again. This time throws behind him, and they can't connect. 2nd and 10. So far, Virginia Tech obviously beating them in the offensive yardage, despite the fact of that great defense. Jordan Sparks in the slot up at the top of the screen, throws, and that is a beautiful, beautiful catch from behind. That's Alex Greer, his 2nd catch of the day on the sideline. Sets up Virginia Tech at just inside the 11-yard line, which basically means this is 1st and goal, folks. Man in motion, jet sweep fake, and Brent Anderson's going to keep it and get down to the 5-yard line. 7:10 left to go in this game. 2nd and goal from the 6. Virginia Tech looking to take the lead by a touchdown or more. Yeah. Tony Rogers with a 1-yard run, a little bit of a I don't know if they fooled themselves on that one, trying to think they could hit the edge with a wide receiver. All right, Brent Anderson looking. He throws over the middle, and that is going to be nowhere near Justin Starks, which has been his hot man so far today. So they're going to have to settle for a field goal. So a chance to actually get up by 2 scores. They're going to have to settle for a field goal and increase their lead to 7. There's the kick. It's up. Looks like it just barely snuck inside that left hash mark. We're going to, while I'm thinking about it, we are going to look at the energy. Okay, evidently I can't do that. I would like to look at the injury report, figure out what's wrong with Rodriguez, but And Travis Brown gets it down to the 25-yard line, where South Carolina will start their drive. Down 7, 6:37 left to go. It's not panic time, but there's a handoff to Hopkins. Hopkins down, gets first down. Nice 12-yard carry right there. It's the way you start this drive. Started with a very nice run, first down. See where it goes from there. You need a couple first downs. If you're not going to score, you need to at least back Virginia Tech up. Willis Moore in motion. Willis Moore out in the flats, but he's going to connect to Green, who's going to be down at the 49-yard line. Another first down. One play, one first down. So far, that's the way they've done it. Their first 2 plays of this drive. Gotta love it. Make it look easy. One play, one down. There's Hopkins up the middle. Hopkins going to be down inside the Virginia Tech 45-yard line to about the 43-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 2. South Carolina doing a great job on first down. Quick little throw out to Green. Green down to the 36-yard line. Another first down. Jackson back in the shotgun with Hopkins. And that's actually Moore out there on the sidelines. Moore's going to catch it, run over one, and drag 2 people down to the Virginia Tech 20-yard line. First down. South Carolina has been on fire on first down on this drive. Pistol formation for South Carolina. Here's a snap. The handoff to Hopkins. Hopkins breaks a tackle up the middle, down to the 12-yard line. 2nd and 2. So far, the shortest play that they've run has been an 8-yard play on first down on this drive, and it is working obviously to their advantage. Anytime you can tell a coach, hey, you want 2nd and 2? Yes, I'll take it. Thank you. Empty backfield. Jackson's going to take off and run it. He's going to try to get to the side. He's going to slide down at the 5-yard line. Very nice run. Got a little spooked again. But it's okay. Down in the end zone area, I would rather you take off and run than force a throw. Now, an I formation with nothing but wide receivers. I have no idea who's running that, and that's going to be Scott Weldon. They win. That's a touchdown. We are tied. Sorry, I'm not showing the excitement. I'm just thoroughly confused. You go from a 5-wide out look to an I formation, and then hand the ball to a wide receiver out of the I formation using another wide receiver for a fullback. That play should not have worked. I'll tell you that right now. But it worked. And South Carolina ties this game up with an I formation using nothing but 5 wides. Here's the kick. We are tied at 20-20 with 5:30 left to go in regulation. I'll just say it right now just in case. That's Ostrander, the tight end, fullback, wide receiver, assistant coach, assistant DA, or AD, something like that. Actually, some of these teams may need an AD on their team, or DA on their team, whatever. Rodriguez is back in the game. First thing he does is decide to look for the South Carolina bench and throw to it. I think the rest of the team just looked at the sidelines and said, hey, can we get Brett Anderson back? Rodriguez in the backfield. Drops back. He looks. He's going to take way too long. And the two, Massey and Ward, I don't know. They're going to give Ward the sack. But Massey and Moore basically met at the same time. It was actually Massey who got there first. But they'll give the sack to Ward. 3rd and 18 for Rodriguez. Rodriguez to throw. Has got to get the ball out, and he does. And that sideline throw was a lot better than you would think. Ward was coming around the edge. He was going to get to him, and he was mighty close to that end zone. So they're gonna punt from deep in their own territory. It's going to be beautiful field position for South Carolina. And that's Travis Ward with already good field position. Breaks one tackle and gets down inside the 35-yard line. And so an extremely hot South Carolina offensive squad takes the field. And they get to take the field on Virginia Tech's 33-yard line. Jackson in the pistol. Hands off to Hopkins. Hopkins runs over a man and only gets 6 yards. So South Carolina now will be staring at a whopping 2nd and 4 after they failed to get at least 8 yards on this first down play. Jackson drops back. He's just going to run the ball, and he's going to run it right up the middle, and he is going to take a couple defenders with him, but get inside the Virginia Tech 20-yard line to their 17-yard line. 4:27 left to go in the game. Jackson under center. Going to hand off, delay to Hopkins. Hopkins is going to be bottled up just a yard after the line of scrimmage and causes 2nd and 9. That's the worst first down play in the last couple drives. Jackson out of the pistol, hands to Hopkins. Hopkins makes up for it, makes a man miss, and then gets a shoestring tackle down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, South Carolina. South Carolina looking to take the lead. They haven't had the lead since the first half. There's a handoff to Hopkins. He cuts it back inside. That's going to be out to about the 2-yard line. If you're South Carolina, you want to slam this thing in. While you got the momentum, you might as well use it and slam this thing in. And that's a quarterback read, and Jackson's going to take it right up into the middle. Robert Jackson has played a very good second half. Actually, he's played a very good game. Been fairly smart with what he was doing. He got a little bit away from it when it started the second half. Started getting spooked and running too early. But he's calmed back down and started to make appropriate decisions again. And that is really what's going to make or break a South Carolina offense. Whether he sits in the pocket and delivers it downfield or runs when it's appropriate. If he doesn't wait for a play to develop and just runs, it really does hurt his team. Ostrander gets it out to the 20-yard line. And the numbers are even, with the exception of the scoreboard. Virginia Tech gets the ball. They are down 7, 3:41 left to go in the game. Rodriguez is back as quarterback. Brent Anderson led him all the way back and gave him the lead. Now Rodriguez, good pitch to Sergio. Sergio to the 34. The heart of the Hokies, boys and girls. That is exactly what this boy has been throughout the game. Just the absolute heart of the Hokies. Rodriguez calling out the signal, sending a man in motion. Here's the snap. That's going to be a fake. And he's going to miss. How bad? Rodriguez is not doing well. Yeah. It's disappointing. Brent Anderson was doing well. Rodriguez gets back in the game, and this is what you're going to have. Rodriguez in the shotgun, drops back. He looks, he throws over the middle, does actually connect to Justin Sparks. He is down at the 50-yard line. Jonathan Rodriguez, 10 for 19, barely over 50%. Rodriguez drops back. He's got time. He throws, and it's going to be Sergio, and he holds on to it even after getting absolutely crushed. The heart of the Hokies trying to single-handedly take this team into the second round. Rodriguez throws over the middle, and it's caught, and the guy gets bounced around like a pinball, and Rogers gets the first down. So, after the pinball effect, we are down at South Carolina's 27. That's going to be a handoff to the heart of the Hokies. And he is going to be taken down short of the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Now for 28-yard line of South Carolina. Rodriguez under center. Sergio next to him. It's going to be, oh, that's not Sergio. That's Ostrander. Look at that. He is a halfback. halfback, wide receiver, tight end, fullback, assistant DA, assistant AD. The man can do everything, boys and girls, and he gets a first down inside the South Carolina 15-yard line. Rodriguez gets the snap. He's going to run with it, and Parrish meets him, but he gets shucked. Absolutely pushed out of the way. Come back, little one, when you get bigger. Rodriguez takes it down to the 7-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 2. 2:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Virginia Tech trying to tie it up. Rodriguez to throw, and he's going to be met by Massey. He is going to be met by Massey. Massey finally got through his man, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 11. And Rodriguez is hurt again, and Brett Anderson comes in. Sorry to get excited for this one, but this is I think this is what the Hokies need. Brett Anderson drops back. He's got time. He throws it. He had a man open at the goal line and could not connect. Brett Anderson has been clutch all game long, and he had his man for the tying touchdown, could not connect. Brett Anderson drops back. There's pressure. This guy's getting around him. He's got to throw anyways and cannot get the ball off as Ward was back in the backfield. You wait too long. You can't do that against this South Carolina squad. So here we are. South Carolina up 27-20 on their own 15-yard line. They need to start just handing the ball over to Hopkins. There's Hopkins. Hopkins takes it off tackle and gets down to about the 25. He fumbled the ball! He fumbled the ball. First down, Virginia Tech on the 24-yard line. You hand the ball to your hero. Oh, it's going to be a booth review. It's going to be this one's huge. This one's absolutely huge, and you can't see anything from. All you can see is an absolute pile of people. Elbow down. Elbow is down. Elbow is down. The Virginia Tech Hokies were just an elbow away from being able to have a second shot at this one. 2nd and inches. Hand the ball over to Hopkins, maybe? Man in motion, hand the ball right to Hopkins. Off tackle play. Hopkins at the 30, the 35, breaks the tackle. 40, the 50, the 40. He's gone, boys and girls. The 20, the 10. And that is a game-ending touchdown. I couldn't think of anything else. I sort of got caught up in the moment. That was a beautiful off-tackle play. And Hopkins went from fumbling the ball and giving it back to Virginia Tech for a chance for Virginia Tech to tie the game to putting the nail in the coffin on a huge long run. It is 34-20. And Rodriguez, broken ribs. He's out for he'll be out for the playoffs, but I don't see them coming back and winning. Ostrander, who now I believe is running for vice president. Yeah, I know you're supposed to be on the docket, as a president's vice president, but he has decided on his own to just run for vice president. Doesn't want to be president. And here we go. Brett Anderson drops back. He throws, beautiful diving catch, and that's Justin Sparks again. That was a beautiful catch. Justin Sparks has been absolutely amazing, with the exception of the one drop in the end zone that he had. That's going to be an offsides. It's going to push Virginia Tech back. It's going to be 1st and 15. There's a minute 33. Virginia Tech down by 2 touchdowns. It's not going to happen, but they're going to finish it out. It is now out of the heart of the Hokies' hands. As Sergio, there's no way they're going to hand him the ball. And that's going to be Massey. No, that's not. That's going to be Cade. Chester Cade decided to get into this one. I think he was the only one of the linebackers and defensive ends that had yet to have a sack. Brent Anderson throws. Very good pass, and that's Rogers, the pinball man. Down inside the 45-yard line of the Gamecocks. 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Brent Anderson drops back. Minute left to go in the game. They're trying to pull off a miracle. The Hokies at one point led 20-3 in the 4th quarter and now find themselves down 34-17. That's a heartbreaker for you. There's Brent Anderson, throw over the middle, caught by Tony Rogers down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to call a timeout with exactly 1 minute left to go in the game. Brent Anderson drops back, got a little pressure in him, and he throws and cannot hit Justin Sparks. Over in the middle, 4th and 1. If you still thought there was any hope, they got to pick this one up. And it's going to be a quarterback read, and Brent Anderson will get it. And I tell you what, Massey keyed off on the heart of the Hokies and just absolutely drilled him to make sure it wasn't him that was picking up the 1st down. Brent Anderson drops back, and he is met by 3 Hokies. I don't know who you're going to give the sack to. They're going to give the sack to Massey, his 3rd sack on the day. Now, once again, this has absolutely nothing to do about Virginia Tech's offensive line. The South Carolina Gamecocks are just that good on their defensive line this year. Really, they are really that good. I don't know how they didn't go undefeated. And that's the reason why Jackson's had a lot of pressure on him. Brent Anderson throws, and he's going to be hit behind by Ward before he can get the ball off. It's going to be 4th and 18. Jackson has caught a lot of heat this year for just that. You have you have probably the greatest defense amassed in college football. Oh boy, and that is Massey. No one blocks Massey, and he comes untouched to get his 5th sack, which is a school. Ward to get his 5th sack, which is a school record. So not only is the season sack record been piling up, but so now is the game sack record. 27 seconds left to go. The victory formation. South Carolina will play the winner of number 2 seed Oklahoma, number 7 seed Indiana. Remember, if Oklahoma wins, that will be a rematch from week 1, in which South Carolina found themselves down 27-7 going late in the 3rd. But thanks to some offense and a little bit of offense and some great defensive plays, they were able to make their way back into the ball game and eventually win 38-35. So that is all from the Independence Bowl. I forget where we'll see you next, what bowl South Carolina is going to. But that was a beautiful game, very tight throughout. Brent Anderson just missing Starks for the tying touchdown. That was a big play. That was a big play. Can't say enough about the South Carolina defense, nor can I say enough about how hard the Hokies fought throughout this whole thing, including the heart of the Hokies. Sergio was just absolutely amazing. But in a losing effort. All right, next up, 2nd round for South Carolina. Virginia Tech, next up, home. Thanks for watching this test of this first 32. There will be other highlights and not highlights. There will be other games. There will be a highlight reel as soon as I get my video editing equipment up. And there's that beautiful run to seal the deal right there. This is so far the best game we've had here in the first round, but then again, we've had a lot of 1 versus 8s and 2 versus 7s that have been just absolutely nasty blowouts. Thanks for watching.